I actually met my wife on that weekend that I was down there for that event. We met. She was on a Disney family vacation, and we were married 3 months later. So that's always going to be a very special, near and dear to my heart event. But no, from the moment we got there, I was kind of nervous. I had never done anything like that before in such a large, capacity. I had written my own speech. What's on YouTube now is only about a half of the full speech. It was about a 5 minute long speech. I assumed that the writers were going to look it over, chop it up, re-edit everything. I sat down with the writer maybe an hour and a half before I had to go on, and he just looked at it, read through it. He was like, "Perfect, it's fine, just go with it." And I was like, "Yeah." So then nervously, I tried to remember and memorize the entire thing, so I wasn't just sitting there looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up, looking like a schmuck trying to read this in front of 17,000 people. But I remember, once I got going and got into it, I kind of found my rhythm and fell into my place. And all I can say is that it truly must have been like a genetic inheritance, because once I got going, after about 3 or 4 words in, I felt calm, relaxed, like I had done that a million times. And I just went with it. The crowd was great. All the fans were awesome. I mean, everyone was super receptive of it. And yeah, I'll never forget that applause at the end of that. I mean, it was just absolutely phenomenal. 3 days after I gave that speech, there was 2 videos on YouTube. One of them was a full-length speech, and the other one was a WWE edit that was about, I want to say, 2 minutes and 45 seconds of my speech. Both videos already had more views than all of the other inductees who actually gave their own speeches. That longest video with the full speech got taken down shortly thereafter that. And I'm sure that, WWE had something to do with that, because I don't want to say that I mean, the numbers don't lie. I didn't expect this to happen. I just went out there and did my best, but people seem to really enjoy that a lot more than they did the rest of the show. So
definitely. Now that whole experience probably was intense emotionally and a bit of a blur, so to speak. But did you? I'm sure you did run into any of your dad's former colleagues, and did anything that they say to you stand out in your memory?
I'll tell you, Ricky Steamboat. He had a lot of good things to say about my father. And I must sing that man's praises. If there is one of those wrestlers, and a lot of these guys, don't get me wrong, they're rough, they're tough, they're not, not people you would consider friends, like really deep down, true down friends. Steamboat, the most genuine, nice guy. He had nothing to say but nice things about my father and my family. And then the Big Show. The Big Show had a bunch of great stories to tell about my father. He was like, your dad was like a mentor to me, helped me out in the, when I was coming into it. And he had a lot of great stories to tell me about my father, and then even Kevin Nash, even I'll never forget this. So we're at the hotel they put us all at. And I just got some coffee at Starbucks, and I go out into the hallway, and I'm kind of like looking down just on my phone or something. And I start walking back towards the main lobby. I look over to my right, and Kevin Nash is just kind of walking right beside me. Didn't say anything, nothing. Kept looking straight forward, but paced with me. He just kind of leans down. He goes, I could tell you some stories about your old man. And then just kept walking, peeled off, didn't say anything else.